Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the #2 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFB, and let's get it going. Out there, great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And they hand it off to the back. The ball is loose. Able to make the recovery and avoid a crushing turnover.
Ooh, did the offense catch a break there? I don't know if that's just the jitters of playing in a playoff game or what, but that ball's on the ground in the first play. They're fortunate to get it back.
Getting set, second down play here. Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. And really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Back's got it again. Makes an open space. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
They'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stopped him short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Short connection to the tight end here. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And they get the conversion there. Set up now, first down at the 38.
But with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
pulls it in. It's Benson. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
On the run, it's Whittington. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play.
Chris, that wide receiver screen came close to hitting a seam, but the defense is just flowing to the football too quickly, and they kept him to a short gain.
Looking to pass. It's Moore. Caught by the receiver. Going toward the end zone. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Ducks line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, will try to run it in. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
2nd down and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
One of those crucial moments early in this playoff game. 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Sayan. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. To throw, it's Moore. Pressure is coming. And the result is going to be a safety.
And that is a big-time play with this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
He's got room to run. Spinning out of the tackle. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Defensive ends are hard to handle on the edge. That time he comes around the corner and hits the quarterback.
Boy, this defensive end is so talented. He can bull rush you and use his power, or also use his quickness to be able to get around the corner, bend, and then lower in on the quarterback. That's exactly what he's able to do, and I love the way he finished on that sack. It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty.